Hello, hello, my friends. I placed an order for the new Kringle painted 3-wick jars. Probably, I want to say about 2 weeks ago now. I feel like that's when the first wave of these candles released. Now, I live in Arizona, so it takes a little while for packages from Massachusetts to make it to my door. But they're here, and I finally have time to sit down and share with you what I picked up. I also threw in a 2-wick tumbler here, and also, just as I was sitting down to film this video, a package arrived at my door, an unexpected package from Kringle that I am excited to share the contents with you. So if you're curious to find out what was in that package, make sure you stay tuned to the end of this video. A quick welcome to any new viewers. Hi, my name is Katie. I like to talk about candles and a little bit of beauty. So if at some point during this video you find yourself wanting to stick around for more, make sure you hit that subscribe button, but let's not waste any time. Let's get into these candles. So the first candle that appealed to me, I saw it being teased and I was like, oh boy, I'm really excited. And I'm gonna go ahead and touch off on this one because this is a candle that we thought it was one thing, but it's actually already something else. This one is titled Happy Birthday. So we've got all of these pretty little cute balloons going on around here. The 3-wick, 100% soy formula. So the fragrance notes listed on this are powdered sugar, vanilla, butters, caramel, homemade waffles, and milk. Now, it did come out after these were released that a lot of other people in the Kringle group on Facebook were saying, hey, this looks an awful lot like the same scent notes as Vanilla Cone, and I do believe that it is the same scent. So if you already have that in your collection and you've been eyeballing this one, I mean, obviously the packaging looks different, but the fragrance I have heard from other friends that purchased from Kringle have also confirmed and said, yes, it's the same scent. This is a very nice basic vanilla scent. I do pick up a little bit of that waffle cone note. I wouldn't necessarily smell this and think birthday cake. So this does not smell the same to me as like the Homeworks birthday cake. To me, that is the most authentic birthday cake scent that I have smelled in a candle format. This one is nice though. I'm not saying that this isn't nice. I actually do like this a lot. I tend to like vanilla scents as kind of mixing scents. So if I have maybe another candle, say like Cosmic Cupcake, or I'm burning a floral that's maybe really heady and strong like Wisteria, typically I would like to mix in a vanilla scent to just kind of tone down the, I don't want to say the severity, but kind of the harshness of maybe like a really, really strong candle, or to maybe enhance the gourmand aspect of another like, gourmand candle that, like, I'm thinking Cosmic Cupcake for whatever reason, because that one is such a unique fragrance that I feel like there's not really something else that I already have in my collection that would complement that one. So I tend to reach for vanilla scents on this. But this is nice. There's a little bit of sweetness, but it's not that sweet frosting note that's in like Donut Worry. That one is very, very authentic, like sweet sugary frosting in here. But this is a nice vanilla scent. I'm curious to see how strong this is going to be with it being a vanilla scent, because I know Mick has said that vanilla fragrances are oftentimes the most difficult to get to be strong. So all of these candles, by the way, I do plan to do reviews on. Once I get to burning them, I will probably tie them into my weekly series, I almost called it Sunday. The Saturday 6, I talk about 3 candles that I've been burning and also 3 beauty products. And that will usually give you an idea of how a candle is performing for me. And then I usually wait until I'm usually around the halfway mark before I do a dedicated review. Also, quick question for you guys. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place here. When I do a dedicated review, I am sort of contemplating doing some reviews as YouTube shorts. Would you guys let me know in the comment box down below? Do you prefer that format, or do you like a little bit more like of a dedicated, longer content, longer format video? I'm talking maybe like 6-7 minutes for a candle review. Would you guys give me some feedback down below, because that will let me know which direction I kind of need to take some of my reviews in. All right. A fragrance that is new, I don't believe that this one is anywhere in the collection, is, first off, look at this packaging. What's the name of this? Wildflower Bliss. The fragrance notes on this are honeysuckle, jasmine, orange flower, citrus, wood, and musk. Oh, I really like this one, you guys. I smell that honeysuckle in here, little bit of jasmine. There is whatever they would say is musk in here. The muskiness lends kind of a perfumey note to it, but it's not overly powdery or perfumey. This is definitely a nice floral scent, but there's a greenery in here. There's definitely some greenery. When I smelled this one, I thought, oh, you know what? I've been looking for a candle that would complement my Yankee Easter bouquet, and I feel like this would be a really nice candle to burn in the other room. So if I'm burning Easter bouquet in one room and this one in another. This is just a very nice, soft floral, but I definitely get that honeysuckle note in here. Oh, I really, really like it. You guys, I don't know what's happening to me. You guys know that I've always said I'm not a floral person, but I found this spring, there's been a lot of florals that I really enjoyed. I'm really glad that I picked that one up. All right, another fragrance that I think might be a repackage. I'm not positive on this because I haven't actually like cross-checked the fragrance notes. But this one is Juicy Delight. Now there are some pictures of watermelons on this one, and the fragrance notes on this are watermelon, lime, lemon, green, sugar, and watermelon. So like watermelon's listed twice on here. Is it a top note or is it a base note? Like, let's make up our mind here. This to my nose smells very much like Watermelon Pops, which was a country candle release last spring. In fact, I think I even did a dedicated review on that. I really like this scent. It's very much like Jolly Rancher watermelon to me. It does remind me of a Jolly Rancher when I smell this. I am actually excited if this is indeed Watermelon Pops, because that one was in the paraffin formula, and I don't really like paraffin wax. For me, it burns dirty in my home, and it's too slow of a burn from my preference. But I'm excited that this is in the 100% soy, if this is indeed that fragrance. Yeah, watermelon Jolly Rancher, that's pretty much what I could tell you. It's a very candied watermelon scent. I wouldn't say that it's like an authentic, I don't know, there's a little bit of that lime note in here, like some of like a citrus zest, but my nose predominantly picks up watermelon Jolly Rancher. A fragrance that I do believe is another new addition, and I think this one would have been really perfect around Valentine's Day. I'm not sure if there was a delay in the production, you know, with whoever they used to paint these jars, but the drawings on it remind me of a Valentine's Day candle. This is In Love. Now the fragrance notes on this are dewy pear, pomelo, palm leaf, baobab, lotus blossom, fern, hinoki wood, tolu, balsam. Okay, there's a couple of fragrance notes there I've never heard of before. Also, you can see the sticker on mine seems to be a little bit off center, but oh well, that's fine. It's on the bottom. It doesn't really matter to me. This is a nice, clean fragrance. I actually think that this one will complement that juicy, what was this? Juicy Delight really well if I have one burning and one in the other room. When my daughter smelled this, she said it smells like bubble gum. And I can see that a little bit. There is a bubblegum fruitiness to this fragrance. Tiny little bit of citrus in here. I'm trying to think, what is it that I'm smelling? Is it the lotus blossom? It's not an overly pear type of scent. It's a sweet fragrance, not cloyingly sweet. It's like a sweet, fresh fragrance to my nose. Candy, like a candied type of fragrance, but again, not cloyingly sweet. I really, really like this one. But this, I believe, is actually new to the Kringle lineup completely. I don't think that this is a repackage of any other fragrance that they have. Ooh, that smells really good. I like that. Hold up just a second. Ruby the Ruthless needs to be let out. I'll be right back. Now, another painted 3-wick that I decided to pick up. This is from their new spring lineup. So this is not one of the like It's one of their painted jars, but it's not the like the release that they just came out with like 2 weeks ago. This is from the release that I want to say has been out now for probably at least a month and a half, maybe 2 months now. This is the fragrance Sea Breeze. Now I absolutely love the packaging on this 3-wick candle. The fragrance notes on this are coconut, ozone, fruit, green, and amber. So again, a little bit vague in terms of the exact fragrance notes. This is a coconut candle through and through. It's very much, it's not like a fruity cocktail drink coconut to me. This is very much like a fresh on the beach type of coconut. I really, really like this one. Slightly floral, but not fresh. But it's definitely not fruity drink coconut. So if you're looking for that, that's not what this is. This is very much a fresh on the beach, what I think of if I were in a beach home, you know, and you've got the windows open and that sea breeze is coming through. I feel like this one is aptly named. Very nice fragrance that I will definitely get to burning in the summertime here. All right, and then a fragrance that I picked up, I actually liked it in the let me back up here. I liked the packaging of the 2-wick tumbler better than the 3-wick in this one. So I decided to go ahead and pick up a large jar of this fragrance because when I smelled the daylight, I was like, oh yes, that is one that I definitely need in my collection. This is Avocado and Palm. Now I don't have the fragrance notes listed in front of me, but I do know that there is a melon note in here. This, the melon is what I smell. It's slightly like laundry detergent fresh, but not quite. Very, very fresh, clean fragrance. I feel like this is one that you could burn right now all the way through summertime if you are a seasonal burner, and you would truly enjoy it. It just reminds me of fresh, clean, but not like men's cologne freshness, or not even necessarily like full-blown like Tide laundry detergent or clean cotton freshness. But my note predominantly picks up a little bit of a melon and green note in here. But the melon is not exactly, it's not like cucumber melon or anything like that. This is just very nice. And it's definitely not melon like the watermelon one over here, this Juicy Delight. It's not a candied melon type of smell. Very, very fresh and nice. If you are on the fence about that one, I would definitely recommend picking it up in the daylight version. And also, I think I picked these up during the time when they were offering a free large jar of Marshmallow Morning if you had an order over $125. So of course my order did total that, and I did get this jar in here. Marshmallow Morning, I have done a dedicated review on this. This is another candle that I feel like is a good blending candle. It's not overly strong. It does smell a little bit like that Lucky Charms type of scent. The marshmallow note in here is not too cloying, it's not too strong. So again, if you have a candle that you are either wanting to enhance the gourmand flavor or you're trying to tone down maybe a particularly strong or heady fragrance, then this is a good mixer. I wanted to let you know that Kringle Candle is going to be releasing more 3-wick painted jars this Thursday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I want to say that there's like another maybe 16 fragrances that are going to be released. And check on the Kringle Candle Facebook group, because there are quite a few people on there who have already started doing some digging on the scent notes. I know that a couple of them are outright like currently existing candles that share the same name. So like Fiji is in there, Aqua, I'm trying to think, dragon fruit lemonade is going to be offered. They also are going to have a blueberry lemonade and a strawberry lemonade. Those ones are calling my names. But if you are interested to see if any of those candles are possible repackages, I did see this morning that somebody kind of already did the homework of checking that out. All right, now here's for the fun contents of the package that was just delivered to me prior to filming. I just received my very first PR package from Kringle Candle. Like I just said earlier, I am a Kringle ambassador, and this is the very first PR package that I have received from them. So just being outright honest with you guys, which I always am. I feel like if I have to say that, then it's like implying that I'm not. I'm always being honest with you guys, and you can see through my reviews and whatnot, like I don't always say glowing things. I just speak about what my experience has been. But they were so kind to send me 3 new candles that are coming up in their reserve line. Now, I did check in with Mick. There are no release dates yet for these candles, but you might want to keep your ears, ears perked. Make sure you're following me over on Instagram, because when I do get notification of that, I will make sure that I put that in my Instagram stories or make a post. Also, I'll try to make sure that I notify you here in my community tab here on YouTube. So 3 new candles that I have in front of me. The first one is herbs and spice. So all of these, like looking at the names, I was like, oh, those sound intriguing. So herbs and spice. This, it's funny. This is definitely like a kitchen scent to me. If you are somebody maybe that likes rosemary lemon, or maybe that new grapefruit and rosemary, if you like herbaceous scents, if you lean towards herbs to maybe, give your home that clean aesthetic, I think you might like this one. Now, I will say that the spice note in here, I asked, I said, are there some scent notes here? I don't have any scent notes, so I'm just telling you what my nose is sniffing. And like I said, I just got these in. I definitely get an herbal note in here. It's not like a basil or rosemary. I wish I could pinpoint exactly. Oh, what is it? Is it like oregano? I want to say it might be almost like an oregano note in here. But the spice, whatever spice, this is not your typical, I really haven't smelled anything like this. This is one that, quite frankly, like if I were to pick it up in a store and sniff it, I would be like, oh no, I'm not going to buy that. But one of the things that I have learned is that a lot of fragrances that I may not like on cold sniff, and I'm not saying I don't like this one. I do, but I'm a little unsure about it because it's very conceptual to me. It's not something I've ever smelled before. When I light it up, a lot of the times a fragrance totally transforms, a la that grapefruit and rosemary, which I told you guys I did not like on cold sniff at all, and I can't stop burning it. So this one is very intriguing to me. But yeah, I want to say maybe this is, I'm trying to look on here. What are the pictures here? It looks like they've got a little bit of rosemary on this picture. Maybe some basil and oregano on here. But it doesn't smell like an Italian food kitchen. Not like that. I do think that this would be a nice candle to have to kind of like be a palate cleanser if you have burned, or I always say burned, like I always burn my food or something. I promise you guys, I am a decent cook. I'm not an amazing chef, but my family will eat the food that I make and I don't burn everything. This is like when you have cooked something and it has very strong lingering odors and you want something in your house to maybe cleanse the air. I think this would be a good fragrance for that. All right, the other candle that I have here is Blue Orchid. Now let's go ahead and take a look at this label. Oh my goodness, that is absolutely stunning here. All right, so again, I don't have fragrance notes on this. This one to me, you know what's so funny? The minute I smell this, my instant first thought was, oh, this is what Cody smells like when he gets out, like after he's taken a shower. Smells a little bit, you know what? I got his cologne. It reminds me of like a men's cologne, but not super, not where I would be like, oh, that's a super masculine cologne scent. There's a little bit of sweetness in there. I just pulled out his cologne. No, it's not the same fragrance in there. My husband wears Dior Sauvage a lot. Well, I have the Dossier dupe for that. It's not that same fragrance. I thought maybe it would be, but it's not. Yes, this is like a very, it's fresh. So if you're somebody who doesn't like fresh, slightly masculine cologne scents, I don't think that this one will be for you, but it's not heavy. It's very light and fresh for the summertime. It reminds me very much of like a nice men's cologne for the summertime. I need to get more well-versed, I think, on a lot of traditional colognes. Also know when I say men's cologne or masculine or whatever, you use whatever fragrances you like. I oftentimes actually like wearing masculine scents and Clearly I'm not a man. So I always say just wear whatever you want or smell whatever you want, but this is very nice. It's almost like soapy. I like that. It reminds me of like a nice, like a shower, not a shower gel, but maybe a little bit like that. That's a very nice fragrance. All right, and then the last one that I have here is Crimson and Clover. Again, a really interesting design on the front of this here. This one's another one, you guys, that like, I don't know that I would have purchased this if I would pick this up in store, but I'm really curious to smell it upon burn. I get like a clover green note in here for sure. But there is an earthiness to this. Maybe whatever they're saying is like that crimson accord or whatever. You know, again, I'm sniffing blindly here, you guys. I don't have any fragrance notes of what is in these candles. But I like this scent. Again, another one that I feel like is a nice, it's not fresh like this blue orchid. It's a very clean scent. This one almost like there's clover, maybe a hint of basil in here. But there's a green note in here without it being floral. It's not, I would not categorize this as a floral scent to me. I'm really trying to pinpoint the notes for you guys. I'm sorry. This kind of reminds me of like if I were in a garden without flowers, like just like an herb garden or a vegetable garden. There's like an earthiness of like dirt in there, but like not, this isn't a dirty smelling candle. But this just reminds me of being in a nice garden. Yeah, that's really a nice fragrance. I like that one. So we've got 3 new reserve candles. Again, I don't have any further information about when they are going to be released, but make sure that you are subscribed to my channel or following me over on Instagram or both, so that way I can make sure to update you when I get more information about these. I will make sure to share that with you. Again, I am a Kringle ambassador. The code JOYFULLIFE will save you 15% on any of your purchases. New 3 wicks are going to be released this Thursday, 9 a.m. That would be March 30th, 2023, in case you're watching this further on down the line. But let me know, you guys, have you picked up any of these new painted 3 wicks? Are you guys like me and you're like, oh my word, like my bank account cannot take any more with all of these 3 wick releases? I honestly feel like I have candles coming out of my ears. I did pick up some new Homeworks candles that released, but honestly, you guys, I am going to pick up a couple of those new 3 wicks that are launching on Thursday. But I'm honestly toying with the idea of after that one, I say this, of after that one probably going on a little bit of a no buy for candles, just because I have a lot of great fragrances in my collection that I really truly am excited to burn, and I want to make sure that I am giving love to what I already have in my collection. So I might be going on a little bit of a no buy. How about you? You guys let me know, because whew, Kringle has just been really coming out with a lot of the new releases and they're doing a good job of it, but I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed. You guys let me know. So just want to say thank you so much for spending your time here with me today. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button if you found this video helpful or if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new. And I just want to say that I hope you all go out and have a very blessed day. Bye.